I thought I would give you guys a quick little update on life in Zambia, but before I talk to you about all the awesome kayaking, the cool people, the animals, I would talk to you about one thing which was no fun at all. You see this storm drain? Do you see how completely and utterly massive it is? I fell into one of these on the way to the bar the other night. It was so savage. It literally felt like I was falling forever.
I have been falling for 30 minutes!
And eventually my left foot hit the ground and like rolled savagely. It hurt like a motherfucker. I'm having flashbacks while I'm in here. Yeah, if you come to Zambia, watch out for the storm drains. They sneak up on you in the dark. I was crossing the road, there was a car coming. Car was going pretty fast. I ran to the edge of the road and then kabam! No more fun to be had that evening. Just went back home and cried myself to sleep. Aside from the pain in my left ankle, life in Zambia is awesome. We've been kayaking a bunch, shooting a bunch of media. There have been some sick lines.
Put the place up, yeah, we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo, I'm a chaser. Face up, now I feel a little major. Blink of an eye, ego, I'm a taker.
There have also been some not that fun lines. I got demolished at the bottom of number 9 today. Took through it as normal, thought it was gonna go really nicely, it just fucking surged, crashed, it tumbled me. Pretty rowdy surf. There haven't been that many other kayakers here this trip, which I think is really strange because this is essentially Kayaking Paradise 101 right here. But there have been a group of South Africans with us the past week and they've been super cool. So it's made up of Shane Raw, whitewater legend, his son Braden Raw, future whitewater legend, his friend Matt, bunch of other awesome dudes within that group, and there was one dude called Nick who only had one arm and he was kayaking the Zambezi every day by like tying the arm that he had left to his paddle and just like, it was insane to watch. It was super cool, and so he wanted to kayak the whole Zambezi with one arm, and he crushed it. And I'm super stoked on him and his achievement, and all of the South African crew for making that happen. There was one day, and it was like a joy kayak session, and he wanted to hit the number 5 booth and a couple of lines that he hadn't done before, and he was coming down, and I remember watching him. I was like, "Yep, little bit offline, but still gonna make it happen." And then he flipped, and I was like, oh no, and then he rolled and I was like, yes, and then he flipped again and I was like, oh boy. And then he went down the right hand side of the number 5 booth, which is really shallow, and I was basically watching his kayak just move. You know, he was upside down, I just watched him hit the rocks and see his kayak lifting up each time. Savage to watch. And then he swam and I got to him at the bottom, and when I got to him he was making that noise, you know that noise when people are hurt, that just like you know, like after a rugby tackle or you've been punched and winded or whatever. And he took a massive hit to his head, and we put him in a raft. The safety kayakers and our crew helped like tow his kayak down the rapids. He was sat in the raft, and we thought he was gonna hike out and do the half day. So at rapid number 10 he would hike out, and we get down to number 10 and it was like a scene out of Wolf of Wall Street, you know. We're like, all right Nick, nice try dude, you know, it doesn't always go your way, it happens, are you gonna be okay on the hike out, because if not we'll help you, blah blah blah. And he was like Jordan Belfort on Wolf of Wall Street. He was like, I'm not fucking leaving. He got back in his kayak after taking those hits, and he kayaked the rest of the river, which I think is pretty awesome that he just decided to suck it up and man up or woman up or whatever you want to call it. But I love seeing people just crank it out regardless of things not going their way. It's awesome to see. And then I was just Wolf of Wall Street chant every time I watched him coming down a rapid, you know. It's just like amazing to watch. Nice work, Nick and the South African team. Wicked. See you guys on the river. This is gonna be sick. Rolling 10 deep into the number 5 elevator line. It's gonna be dope. Things that are new to Zambia. We were going on a cruise to drink some beers, look at some animals, and then swim back to shore.
Try to swim, then you'll be eaten up by the crocodiles. You know, crocodiles, they're not vegetarians. So you two guys, I'll take note of you.
This cruise is pretty ideal because I love animals, Dane loves beer.
It's a great combo.
There's like something for everyone here.
My only hope is that I don't get him so drunk tonight that he doesn't want to go kayaking tomorrow. So hopefully I find a really great balance.
Life is better with sunglasses in Africa. Without sunglasses, you can feel yourself going blind out here. With sunglasses, pretty beautiful place to hang out with. Dane doesn't have sunglasses, he lost his.
Cause I'm a man.
Blah 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 blah. I'm all for being manly, but you're never gonna be manlier than the fucking sun. Those are hippos right there. Pretty dope, pretty huge animals. Pretty glad that I'm in the water right now. Scratch that, I'm drunk. Pretty glad that I am not in the water right now.
On the sand. On the sand. You see? Look at this.
Oh damn! On the holy shit!
I know, bruh.
We just saw a crocodile. A huge one. And some hippos. And they keep bringing us drinks. This is an epic place to hang out. Where has this been all my life?
A few moments later.
So bad at drinking, dude. So bad.
I don't think any word has ever been spoken truer than I'm so bad at drinking. Hey. Practice makes perfect.
The final thing that happened this week, which was so incredibly funny, was we saw this group of cyclists at the side of the road, wheeling their bicycles and just looking so incredibly scared, you know, they're just like, and I was like, well, these guys are clearly worried about falling into a drainage ditch. These are my people. Look out, guys. Those things come out of nowhere. Ruin your night. Slightly more logically, I thought, okay, maybe they're worried about the drivers here because at times people can do some sketchy overtaking. I'd be scared to ride my bike on the main roads here. And then the truck stopped and the guides told us what was up, and the cyclists were scared that the elephants were going to chase them. And as ridiculous as that sounds, it's a common problem and a common fear out here of like, the elephant hears the bicycle and either likes the sound or doesn't like the sound and then starts chasing the bicycle like a dog would. And, you know, which is terrifying to think a 2-ton elephant would be chasing after you on your bike, because apparently you're not going to outrun it because an elephant is mad quick when it wants to be. And so we sort of blocked them off, right? And so the cyclists were like right next to the truck on this side, and we just drove at like a slow pace and they cycled next to us. And sure enough, we did drive past an elephant, which was like, man, what a crazy thing to have to deal with, you know, getting chased by an elephant as you're biking to work or biking home or something like that, you know? It's just, I can't even think what it is to live with that sort of reality, because, you know, in Warrington, the worst thing I'm ever going to get chased by is a group of chavs, you know? It's I would take the chavs over an elephant any day. But just another time where Zambia is absolutely magical.
Put the place up, yeah we know